Matt DeSills, and here they are. And here you go.
Hey, thanks.
All right.
Hey guys, so we are
Matt DeSills.
yes. We are inventors from just recently graduated from San Diego State University. We've been working really, really hard on this product, about 7 months now. Adrian talked a little bit about Kickstarter and how it's becoming really, really important to inventors and entrepreneurs. And we actually got accepted on Kickstarter. We've been going for about 25 days now, and we just passed the $17,000 mark today. So, really exciting. So our product is bottle opener sunglasses. So our product's made from titanium, so it's really light, it's really strong, it can open any beer. We've opened about 600 beers with that pair. The arms are then coated, they're powder coated so they don't scratch or anything like that, and the lenses are polarized. So we're going after the premier market. Patrick wants to see the glasses there. So we have a little notch there, and the way it's positioned is the energy goes into the palm of your hand instead of the hinge, so it doesn't break. It's really exciting, and we have a little presentation to show you kind of the process of how we got there. So our first design, we kind of looked at Ray-Bans. I talked to my friend at the late night 2 a.m. conversation. He went to Cal Poly, and he's a part of the ski club, and they have 3,500 kids that snowboard. They each pay about 60 bucks, and they get these novelty products, and they drink heavily. And he's like, I need a product for them. So we kind of was like, you should do bottle opener sunglasses and shield their eyes from the snow. So we came up with this idea, and that was kind of the end of it. We both went to sleep, and he applied to Kickstarter, and we got accepted. So it was easy admission process at the time. Our first design was the one back there. It didn't really work very well, so we moved on to this design. We opened our first bottle successfully with this pair, but unfortunately it broke a few days later, and that's because the distance from the hinge to where it opened was too short, so the energy actually went into the hinge and didn't go into the palm. So we learned that lesson early. Pat here came up with the inspiration from this little bottle opener, and we ended up with a shape like that. So the cool thing about our glasses is that we integrate the design of the bottle opener into the existing Wayfarer shape of sunglasses, so they look exactly like normal sunglasses, just with a little notch in them. Those are our first design produced at San Diego State in the engineering department. And that's what the third prototype looked like. So it blends in a lot with normal looking Ray-Bans. There's a action shot there. So we initially applied to Kickstarter back in December, and we were accepted, so that's what really gave us the courage to go for it and do it, because I follow Kickstarter pretty regularly, and we've seen such amazing growth from them. We're seeing it start to become mainstream, and that's really cool. So we started working on our product, threw all of our money into it, built prototypes, tested, marketed, got it all ready to go, and then we submitted it. And basically Kickstarter changed their acceptance policy, their guidelines, halfway through our campaign. So they sent us an email about 3 to 4 months after we started working on it saying, hey, quick guideline change, you guys have already been accepted, so it's probably not a big deal, but you have to submit at the end of your project instead of the beginning. So once we were finally finished and ready to go, we submitted and we got declined. So it was really kind of frustrating. We sort of freaked out a little bit and kind of went back and forth on what we should do. We completely redid our campaign, submitted again, and got declined again. And both times were automated emails saying, you know, you're not the right fit for our company. And we said, well, you already accepted us. You know, and we had a really hard time getting through their automated system. So word to the wise for you guys going for Kickstarter. But Zach kind of solved the problem.
So then what happened was, we came up with like all these objections, and we knew we had to actually talk to a person so that we could, you know, state our case and make someone believe in us and all that stuff. So I wrote out this huge long appeal. It was like 5 pages long, and then Matt he came back to the office. He looked at it, he's like, you know, we only have like 500 characters to submit an appeal. Right? So we cut it all down, we sent it, we made a video for them that was like custom with our whole brand character, and they changed their minds and said, all right, go ahead, this is your chance, guys. So we got accepted after that. Now we've sold about 170 units, pre-sold them, raised enough money to where we can pay ourselves back, and now we're starting to raise money so we can carry inventory and actually make this thing a reality of production. So that's kind of why we're here, and it's really...
Yeah, we've had a lot of fun with it. We've definitely upset the major sunglasses companies. Pat's friends with a lot of the surf and skate industry guys, and the CEO of Spy is angry at his development team because they didn't come up with it. Von Zipper is really upset with it, Red Bull. We have 3 patents on it right now, so we kind of protected our space and our utility. There are a couple other sunglasses out there that open bottles, but they're in like the $10 price point range, and they have sold like 200,000 actually. So they're in kind of the lower space. We're going more premium for a really high-end product, and we thank you guys so much for listening to our story. Thanks so much.
If I already have Wayfarers, can I just buy the earpieces?
Dude,
We haven't figured it out yet.
because it has to be welded on. It's kind of tough.
I don't mean to be a downer, but it looks like it's going to rip the top of my ear off.
Sure.
How can you address that kind of?
Yeah, we actually ran into that problem in the beginning, like where we had... No, so like, we tested it on like all of our friends. We tried to figure it out. In the first prototype, we wanted to make sure that the pressure was going into the palm of your hand, so we had to adjust like the opening and like move it all the way forward. Problem is, when you put those on, they were poking my ears.
Yeah.
His ears are a little more forward than most.
I didn't notice.
So then we revised the design, we pushed it back, and now it works on everyone.
And
so.
sliding it on, you won't.
And we've tested a few hundred so far, and there's really not too many problems as far as that size goes, and we've made sure to test on smaller people.
Are you interested in licensing your product to those companies that you mentioned that are
Definitely.
That's a conversation I should have in.
Yeah, definitely.
Eventually, right now we kind of want to retain control of this, because we did put a lot of effort, a lot of hours, a lot of like ourselves into this product. So we kind of want to hold on to it, and that's kind of why we're here. We want to raise money so we can protect it, and then eventually down the road, of course, we want to share it eventually.
But we're definitely open to that conversation.
Could take 2 more questions.
2 more questions. All right.
How much did you guys ask for on Kickstarter?
Kickstarter, they're 90. Retail, they'll be around 120.
No, I meant
Oh, 15,000. And that's,
really?
yeah. So we are one of the successful projects, I guess.
Did I understand you correctly? You have issued patents?
They're pending right now. There's 3 of them, yeah. Yeah, that is true, yes.
You guys can catch up again a little bit later, okay?
All right, thanks guys, appreciate it.